Hi Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am starting my videos off in March by thanking people who have supported me in my Ko-fi fundraiser. I am essentially trying to raise money so that I can take some days off to devote exclusively to my Booktube channel, to planning ahead, thinking about what kind of videos do I want to make, and getting footage, which since I don't drive, like I need help. Yeah, so anyway, that is what that's about, and you can check out my Ko-fi page is linked down below, and yeah, so I would love to have you join me in that. I will be making a Ko-fi video in the next week about the Irish films that I have watched this month as part of the Irish Readathon. And speaking of films, Jason and I are planning to watch our next 2 videos in our film series this week. So hopefully by the time you see this, I'll have watched at least one, and yeah, so we'll see what happens there, but I'm hoping this weekend I'll have a video up about that as well. I got some mail this week that I wanted to share with you. So I follow a lot of British booktubers, or booktubers in the UK, and anyway, so there's a group who I think they read the Women's Prize together. They call it the Plod Along, and that is Gemma at Gem of Books, Jack at Spreadbookjoy, and CharlieBrookReads, and of course Alice and the Giant Bookshelf was part of that. So they made bookmarks this year, kind of representing each one of them, and I bought the one representing Alice. She always started her video off by saying, my name's Alice and I have way too many books. So I really like that. I'm trying to decide if I should just put it in my Agatha Christie. She's a huge Agatha Christie fan. So it may just go in there, but maybe not. I will link to, it's Charlie, who has the Etsy channel where you can buy them, and so I'll link to that down below. I also came with this card that Jack and Gemma and Charlie all signed, which I just really I love. Oh, and they also have the Fear of Missing Out book club. So anyway, I just do want to give props to Charlie because it was packaged so well. It came on a day we actually got a little bit of snow, and as soon as I saw it in our mailbox, my heart just sunk because the exterior envelope was wet from the snow. She did such a great job of packaging this that it did not get wet. So kudos there. And like I said, I'll link to all those channels down below if you're not watching them. They're fantastic. So I know you're thinking, Kelly, St. Patrick's Day is over. No, it is still, we are still celebrating the Irish Readathon here on Books I'm Not Reading. I have my Ireland mug. Honestly, you guys, the barrettes are probably gonna die this year. They're not gonna make it. I don't know if the necklace is gonna make it to another St. Patrick's Day. So, you know, we just gotta enjoy them now. But anyway, so I have been having so much fun listening to Irish music, drinking berries tea in my Ireland mug, watching Irish films, and of course, obviously, the main point is to read Irish books. If you're not familiar with the Irish Readathon, it is hosted by the Irish Princesses of Booktube, as I like to call them, Leanne Rose and Aoife at Words of Clover. Thank you so much, ladies, for hosting this event. I think probably Aoife and Leanne would say if you read a book by an Irish author in March, like you can say that you've participated in the Irish Readathon. They do have prompts that are like read a book with green on the cover, you know. So not all the prompts are specifically related to Irish authors, but I've got some heavy hitters this month. I did manage to finish one book this last week. This is my first ever Marian Keyes book. This is a collection of essays called Under the Duvet, excuse me. Shoes, Reviews, Having the Blues, Builders, Babies, Families, and Other Calamities. Now, for those of you who've been watching my channel for a long time, you will now notice I don't read a lot of books like this, but I think it was last year, Aoife said that she thought every household in Ireland had a Marian Keyes book in it, which kind of floored me. I was pretty surprised. And I was looking at the Marian Keyes books at the used bookstore quite a while ago. And I like the novels. I think she's written 16 novels. Of course, they didn't have all of them there, but I was reading the descriptions of the novels and I just was like, you know, this would have been great in my 20s or something, but they just didn't really feel like me. And so I was a bit nervous to read this collection of essays, but I was so wrong. Marian Keyes is such a delight, and I will say I am more open to reading one of her novels in the future. Maybe I'll just check it out from the library just in case. But these essays were written between 1997 and 2000. And so again, I was like, oh, these are gonna feel really dated. I mean, that was a while ago. Marian Keyes was in her mid-30s when she wrote these. She's 61 now, although you would never guess that from looking at her webpage. I did watch a YouTube video where she answered a whole bunch of like rapid fire kind of questions, and it was absolutely hysterical. Yeah, so funny. So anyway, these were like the perfect thing to read before going to sleep at night. They read really fast. They were funny. And even though you guys, I am not like a girly girl. Like, I don't own a million pairs of shoes. I don't wear any makeup. This is me. There's face lotion and that's it. That's all that's on there. So, yeah, and one of my favorite essays actually in this collection was she gets to be like a beauty writer for an Irish magazine, and she gets free samples of all of this, like, for lack of a better word, bougie makeup, and she's just in heaven over it. And anyway, I think the essay is called something like The Nicest Thing That Ever Happened to Me. Anyway, but even that, like, so even though I'm not into makeup, like, the essay was funny, and I got it. Like, I got it in the sense of, like, you know, getting stuff for free that you would never buy yourself, or you know, just being inundated with all these different kinds of samples and things to try and stuff like that. So anyway, I really enjoyed this. There is another collection of essays that's like farther up the duvet or something along those lines. This book is out of print in America. And I don't know if the next collection of essays was ever even printed in America. I'll do some research. I'll look around. But yeah, so I would definitely like to read more essays by her, and especially as she gets a little bit older. There's an essay in here about St. Patrick's Day and how it was more fun to celebrate St. Patrick's Day in London than it was in Dublin, and you know, how they used to celebrate St. Patrick's Day when she was growing up. It's just a total delight, and regardless of how old you are, I think, at least as, you know, someone who identifies herself as a woman, like, I got it. I got what she was going for, even though I'm a very, very different person than Marian Keyes. I get it, why every household in Ireland has a Marian Keyes book. I am reading 2 other Irish books. I am still reading Troubles by J.G. Farrell. So this is one that I kind of fudged on a little bit. J.G. Farrell wasn't Irish. He was born in England, but he is of Irish descent, and he moved to Ireland, which is where he died, and he is buried in, I believe, County Cork. So, and this book is so much about Ireland, and I really want to read it, and I really want to like get into it more. I did make some progress over the weekend, but the week itself haven't made as much progress as I would like. You know, the worst thing that happens is it dips over into April. It'll be fine. But I would really like to make progress on this one this weekend and next weekend. So I'm still hoping that I can finish this before the month is up. And, you know, I think part of what I'm struggling with is I just don't know enough about Irish history to know, like, I know it starts off in 1919, so I know some things, there's some big events in the next couple of years that are going to happen in Ireland, but I just don't know, I don't know what's going to happen in the book, so, yeah, so I'm kind of lost a little bit, but like I said, I did make progress, and we're gonna hope for more progress over the weekend. And then I also started a book that I just happened to find by chance at we have 2 used bookstores in town, and this one was at the newer used bookstore, which tends to have more recent books in it. Started reading Foster by Keegan. I think I first heard about this book when people were doing the kindness book tag. I think so. And yeah, so people were, one of the prompts was something like, you know, share a book that shows kindness or is about has some kind of kindness element to it. And I heard several people mention Foster. So then I found out she was Irish, and I was like, perfect. And I just happened to turn around at the right moment, the right time at my used bookstore to see this, and I snatched it up right away. So many of you have been talking to me about Keegan, that I was very excited to start reading this. By the time you see this video, I don't know, I may have this book done. I'm not sure. We'll talk about it next week. It's really a novella. It's 92 pages long, and I'm already 40 pages in. So yeah, so like I said, I could have it done soon here. But anyway, I'm trying not to rush it though. This book seems like a book that should be read a little bit slower, just to get as much out of it as I can. So I have this. Now, I also have a collection of short stories, short fiction, by Oscar Wilde. hoping to read one of those. And I also have a collection of Irish folklore, and so I'm hoping to read, and those are divided into kind of short stories almost, so I'm hoping to read one of those as well before the month is up. Of course I can do it. I also want to say it made me so happy on Sunday and Monday of this last week to see how many St. Patrick's Day tags and just general videos there were out there. Somebody, I think Coffee in a Book, just showed a whole bunch of green books, green books with green covers on them. Like, it was great. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So thank you so much for joining in on that. I'd love to hear what you're reading. How, like, there's so many events in March. How is it going? March Mystery Madness, Middle Grade March, March of the Moors, the Bronte Readathon, let's see, the Irish Readathon, the March of the Mammoths. I'm still probably missing some. So anyway, tell me how it's going, what you're reading. I would love to hear from you in the comments section. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you can leave an emoji, or give this video a thumbs up. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.